you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Smith. This is the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Play action, Cousins. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Play action now. Cousins. He rifles one. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Flushed out right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Lockett, the man in motion. Now Geno on first down. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Smith now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The final shot here before break. Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On second down, it's Walker, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Geno now to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Cousins. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. And Cook has it, left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll run it with Madison. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Block it in motion right. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.